Let's get healthy together. I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. I'm currently down 40 pounds. Pick up that free copy of the nutrition and workout guide in the description below if you're interested. I'm the owner of Ensorsale. At Ensorsale, we believe in changing the world one inspirational message at a time. So pick up that and wear your inspiration today. I'm wearing mine today because I'm a generational curse breaker. One of the generational curses that I'm trying to break is the obesity curse, right? So that's what this video is about. Not only me getting healthy, but you coming along for the ride and getting healthy as well, right? So I'm gonna keep you accountable. Hopefully you'll keep me accountable, right? Like I say, right now I'm down 40 pounds, which is pretty awesome, right? And I'm trying to come at you with, like, are there things that I had, start with, what did I have to give up to lose this, right? Let's say, because I've been down, whenever you have trouble with your weight, people, especially me, have gone up and gone down and gone up and gone down. Well, this time around, we're trying to do something that we can kind of maintain forever, right? So I look through, if I'm gonna have to eat something every day forever, what would that be, right? Because like I say, I'll see a thing of spaghetti on the TV, and I'm like, oh my god, mouth start dribbling, mouth start watering, and stuff like that. So, if you're going to stay fit forever, you have to be able to eat something like that and have self-control enough to say, okay, this is a serving, that's all I'm going to have, right? And that's something that's very difficult to do, right? It's very difficult to, change that habit, right? So what I do for spaghetti is I make this spaghetti, we portion it out into perfect portions, and then the rest is frozen, right? So say, I go through a thing of spaghetti, it makes 6 perfect portions of spaghetti. So I'll have one of them out to eat after I'm done cooking, and then the other 5 will go in the freezer, right? So then I can have, one perfectly good serving of spaghetti once a week for, say it's 6 servings, so I have 5 more weeks if I wanted a serving of spaghetti, right? And of course, when you get to that last one, it's not as delicious as when that first week, but so that's one change I definitely made is pre-portioning everything, meal prepping everything, and putting it in the freezer, just like it was. So, like, I don't know how you lived in college, but we lived on TV dinners, right, in college. They're cheap. Back then they were 99¢, right? So, now they're like $3 or something, some crazy number, but they were 99¢, and you pulled them out and you heated them up and you had a meal. Well, kind of the same thing, except you cook it yourself. You cook it in a healthy way, maybe without the oils, without the fats, and still make it taste good. Use spices to make it taste good instead of, a bunch of oil and fat, or a bunch of carbs, whatever, or just overeating in general, right? So, and then it's just like a TV dinner. You take it out, you heat it up, and you're good to go. You're not spending hours and hours a day cooking. But there are people out there that do have time to do that. And if you're one of those people that enjoy cooking and have time to cook everything fresh every day and can cook just a serving, what I would do is I would take everything and I'd break it up into servings, and I'd have those in bags ready to go. All right, this is a serving. We're gonna make this, that type thing. If you're gonna do it every day, but yeah, so doing this, I'm, everything about weight loss and health is nutrition, right? So I don't restrict anything that I want, right? I try to make it fit into macros, right? And it's a calorie in, calorie out game, right? So for me to lose the pound to 2 pounds a week, right, I got to be 1,000 calories under my output, right? So I figure out what that is. I break it up into 5 or 6 meals, and I make that happen, right? And all this is laid out in the nutrition and workout guide in the description below. It is free, and it's not free plus shipping and all that crap. It's just free, right? I just give it away for free because, like I say, I want you to be able to get healthy with me, right? And come back and keep me accountable, and I'll help keep you accountable. But this is how I want to stay fit forever, right? Because you can't go, every month there's something, right? Oh, there's a birthday party, there's holidays, like Father's Day is coming up. Didn't even know it was going to be Father's Day. But, stuff like that. And so you have to be able to adjust what you do on those days to be able to continue being healthy, right? Right. And so that's kind of what I've done. I've figured out what my nutrition goals are, make sure I get all my micros, all my macros, and split up into 5 meals. And sometimes you don't get 5 meals, sometimes you only get 3. So you may end up with a protein shake or protein bar, or one snack that I do a lot is jerky, which is not super healthy for you, but it's high protein and can kind of make up for times when you have a higher fat or a higher carb day, right? Because it's just protein, right? And sometimes I'll come home at night and say, oh, well, I've used all my stuff, and so I'm just going to eat the meat tonight for dinner, right? I won't have the sweet potato, I won't have a salad, I won't have the veggies. I'll just have the meat at dinner, right? Because that's what's left over. And you got to kind of be a little crazy, to go along with that. But eventually you kind of know, like, hey, this is approximately what it is, and you still stay healthy, right? Like, but when you first start out, you have to be pretty much measuring and doing everything so that your mind and your body learns what it is. And even then you can underestimate what something is. So I would always rather overestimate what something is than to underestimate it. So if I think a 12-ounce steak is 50 grams of protein, I would say, hey, that's probably pretty cool, but it's probably 54, 55. Whereas, how much fat is it? Well, it's probably 34 grams of fat, but I'm gonna say it's 40, right? Just to make sure that I have that little cushion there, because fat is a lot more calories than protein and carbs, right? So, but what I do is I actually, so I figure out how to split all that stuff evenly. So I'm gonna have an equal amount of calories from protein, an equal amount of calories from carbs, and an equal amount of calories from fat, right? And that's been my nutrition plan. I'm 1,000 calories under what my maintenance calories are. I'm splitting everything evenly, right? And that's how I've been able to lose 40 pounds, right? And this is another thing that I do, we've done, right? So in November I got married, right? So all of October I was perfect on my meal plan, right? And then so now it is June, and in June I'm going to be perfect on my meal plan. So twice a year for 30 days, everything is perfect, right? So everything is measured, everything is counted, just to get back into it, right? That way, well, this portion hasn't changed. This is the same, But for the most part, you're pretty healthy, right? And you don't necessarily restrict. Like you say, it's still, everything is portioned, everything is counted, but you do it to perfection for 2 months a year. Basically, and the easiest time I found was, October and June, right? So February is also a good month, like if you don't do candy on Valentine's Day, but for me, but some, it just depends on when people in your family are born. It depends on what birthday parties you're gonna have. It depends on, So like this week, people brought biscuits for work, for the guys at work. Couldn't eat them. Guy made a pork loin. Didn't know he was coming. Couldn't eat it. Right. Already had my portion meal. My plan for the day. So I chose not to eat it, even though I could have made it work. Right. But a biscuit's 60 grams of fat. And I might have 80 grams of fat for the whole day. Right. Am I willing to starve that night to make a biscuit fit in my diet? Probably not, right? And it's kind of like, well, what would I have to eat to get the 60 grams of extra carbs, or for basically double it, 120 grams of carbs without getting any fat, or so that's kind of the game you kind of play. But I just choose, 2 months, at least 2 months a year, twice a year, to do it to perfection. And, and one last thing I'll talk about, and that's getting rid of diet soda. Okay. So, it's very difficult to get rid of something that's always been in your life, right? So one of those things for me was coffee with milk and sugar, real sugar. That's gone. I drink just straight black coffee now, right? And because I found that, and the same thing goes with diet soda, I found that these things actually make me hungry and make me overeat, right? So you'll find things like that in your life, like, oh, I had this drink, and then all of a sudden I am freaking starving, right? You'll know, hey, I just need to cut that drink out of my life. It's not a good thing to do in my life, right? So diet soda gone, coffee with cream and sugar, coffee with milk and sugar gone, right? I still drink coffee because obviously I wake up at 4 a.m. to work out, right? And I don't really want to, I don't believe health is necessarily taking pre-workout all the time, right? So I choose not to take pre-workout, but you can do pre-workout instead. Excuse me. But anyway, I just wanted to come to you guys, make sure you know that we are in this together, right? I'm here to help you. Hopefully you're here to help me and encourage me. Like I say, my goal right now is to get to 250. I'm in the 270s, right? And, I'm going to slowly but surely get there. And, hopefully when we get there, we'll be around 15% body fat. And then I'm going to try to maintain that weight probably for a year and try to do what they call body recomposition, where I'm not losing, where I'm keeping the muscle that I have at 250 or increasing the muscle and decreasing the fat levels on my body. So I might stay at 250, but I'm going to be, 10 to 12% body fat instead of 15, and try to increase my muscle mass at that weight right and then I might go down some more. I might stay at 250 if I feel really good, because it's really about what you feel, right? If you feel good, you look good in the mirror, you feel good, you look good in the mirror, and that's what it's really about. I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I know it's kind of, sometimes it's 7 a.m., sometimes it's, 11, I'm going to try to get better with that. Obviously, You know, I'm recording in my garage right now, but you know, we're doing good. And you know, hopefully this helped you. If it did, like, comment, let me know that it helped you. Subscribe to my channel and share this video with somebody that might need it, right? This has been my plan, what I've done to lose 40 pounds, what I'm gonna do to lose 20 more. So we'll be at a 60-pound weight loss. And you know, hopefully you got something out of this. See you later. Peace.